They try to set up the screen, but this one... From the start, it's incomplete. On second down, here's Tungo Vailoa. And this... And incomplete. He was trying to get it to Odell Beckham Jr. there. Third.
Ready.
Tua to throw again. Oh, he coughs up the football. But I think the Dolphins are going to be able to hold on. And indeed, they will keep possession. Here's Jake Bailey now, as he's on to punt for Miami. He'll take this in back at the 16. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Allen. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And this will be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And it's going to bring up a third down. This time they stay on the ground.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is caught. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he will go all the way. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Buffalo. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills stretch things out even further. 3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. Mostert now to return. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in our Thursday Nighter to start the new NFL week. As we head north to Orlando, we're going to join the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. As far as the early games go in that 1 o'clock window, we'll be focused on that game in Nashville. A big one for the Titans as they'll square off against the New York Jets. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And finally, on Monday Night Football, it's the Falcons and Eagles from Philly at 8:15 Eastern Time. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He had a half for the ages, touchdown pass after touchdown pass. He threw a month's worth of touchdowns in just those first 2 quarters of play. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag if it's not already.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Now an opening past the 30. Big opening up the middle. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 93 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills will add one more onto their big lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here's Berrios on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's Tua now on 2nd down. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd and 2.
Ready.
Here's Tungo Vailoa. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. Oh! And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend. from the 30. First and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Valdez-Scantling on the move. On second down, here's Allen. Now he takes off. Got his man at the 6. And they finally bring him down inside the 5, but he's not going to like what he sees when he turns around. There's a penalty flag down. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. He'll try to run for it. And he won't quite get to the end zone, but they're going to be set up at the 2-yard line.